Let me say this. Perspective is everything. How you see things, the angle, the way you approach things affects how you're going to experience or even your experience out of life. You see, how did I know this? A few months ago, my youngest daughter started JK and kindergarten, and it was such a great experience, and I was really looking forward to the great year ahead until they brought home a paper that said Grandparents' Day. Now, you would say Grandparents' Day, what is that about? Anyways, it was a day when grandparents were meant to come to school to celebrate with the kids and all of that. Unfortunately for me, my parents are no longer alive. My husband's parents are also no longer alive, and it's a very sensitive topic. In fact, the four of them passed away within the span of a year, just barely, I would say, in the last 5 years. So for us, it's still a very sensitive topic. We still miss them. In fact, my youngest daughter never met any of them, so she doesn't have that grandparent experience. As I saw that leaflet, I thought to myself, who's going to go? Oh my gosh, if I have to go, I'm going to see other people with parents. It's going to be sensitive and emotional for me. I don't want to go. But I just thought, you know what, we have to show up for our daughter. So my husband and I planned to go. On the day, however, my husband could not make it because he had to take some time out for many, many reasons. Anyways, I had to go and I was dreading going. But as I got dressed to go, I thought to myself, I have to change this entire experience. And so I decided to honor our parents in my dressing that day. I wore everything that was relating to my parents, his parents, my jewelry, my scarf, everything. My top was my father's favorite color. Everything was sentimental. As I got into that day, I experienced it. I looked at other people's parents. I celebrated with them. My daughter was also holding my mother-in-law's bracelet, and for her it was just so nice to see me present. Now the truth is, I could have looked at that experience and allowed her not to experience me being present and taking that joy away from her. For her, it didn't matter whether it was a grandparent or a parent. It was just important that somebody was present, and maybe she didn't even care about that. But for me, it was no longer about, oh, my parents are no longer here, I'm going to go into that place sad. It was about the fact that, look, this is my reality, and I have to see it as half full rather than half empty. And it was such a great memory. I will never forget that day because I chose my perspective. In life, no matter what you're going through, choose your perspective. Don't say to yourself, I don't have this. Ask yourself, what do I have? What do I have right now? What can I use to get to where I'm going? It might be exercise. Maybe you have to drop your kids at school or whatever, or you don't have the time. Go for a walk. It might be your job. You don't like it. Gain the experience. Never tell yourself that you don't have the right experiences, because God has blessed all of us with many things. That's my message this week, and I hope that you have a fantastic week. God bless you. Bye.